All right, Todd, it's Adam Larson's return, so let's get that out of the way. Just your thoughts on what he's brought to the Oilers and how he's performed for you.
Well, I think it's been well documented just by his play. We don't have to look at statistics or anything like that. I think our team is better than it was last year at this time, and he plays a part in that. Over and above that, there's a lot of others that have contributed in different ways, but his ability to defend, move pucks out, play big minutes, his physicality we've talked about. There's a lot of assets that he brings to the table that we desperately needed.
He says that Larry Robinson and Scott Stevens were huge mentors for him. You worked with Larry. Is there an aspect of, Adam's game that's maybe surprised? And again, I know you brought this up before, but surprised you a bit, or did Larry give you a pretty good scouting report on him?
Larry gave us a pretty good scouting report, but you always are waiting to see what you have and how he'll evolve, and we've been pleasantly surprised. Surprise is a bad word, but we've been happy with his evolution with our team. The underestimation as far as his physicality and his ability to battle in tight and around the blue paint was something that we found out after. But his ability to defend, his puck skills, his ability to move it up, he came as described. And again, one player doesn't make a team or create a championship, but he does contribute and help towards turning things around for us.
On the other side of things, you're facing your former player, Taylor Hall. Do you have a thought on seeing him in a different sweater?
Yeah, we came to the game last night. It was exciting to see Taylor play again. When you spend time with these young men and you get attached, you care about them, and you care about them after the fact as well. And we had great years, not just me, but the organization. Good years with Taylor as an individual, but the team didn't get to where it wanted to go, so changes had to be made. And there's nights where we sorely miss his offense and his ability to drive the play long with his speed. But that's what happens when you make a trade, and I think the trade has helped both teams. I ran into some of the Jersey media and some of the Devils, and that was the comment they were making as well. Both teams have benefited from the transaction.
How has Connor grown into this captain's role, or an assumed leadership role?
That's an interesting question. The evolution's been quite smooth, and it's been a comfortable thing for our team. But the more I think about that question, he's been a leader on every team he's played on, and throwing the C on him doesn't make a huge difference to him. He continues to carry himself the same way. He does most of his leadership on the ice and in the way he performs and carries the team. Off the ice and in and around the locker room, he's becoming more and more vocal, but he has a great supporting staff of veterans that have had experiences elsewhere, as well as veterans that have had experiences here, so they can blend it all together.
Coach, how has Jesse Puljujarvi grown into his role since the start of the season?
Jesse has had some ups and downs. There's no way around it. He started the season a fairly confident young man, but it being the youngest player in the league, an 18-year-old with very little practice time, it's been hard on him. And he's been in and out of the lineup. I'm sure his confidence has taken a hit there. But his skill set, his size, his ability to think and see the game are assets that we're happy with, and we think that he's adjusted to the language, to the North American lifestyle, to the travel, understands the organization now to this point, and we'll get him going as a player as we move forward.
Adam Larson said, hi. Adam Larson's good. How are you? Adam Larson said it took a little bit of adjusting for him at the beginning in Edmonton. Did you see that, and where do you see his game now?
Oh, I think it always does. When you're a player that, I call them diaper players, you're drafted and you end up spending the initial part of your career with an organization, and Taylor's the same way. You left your diapers with that organization, you grew up. Once you've moved, you've signed with a different team, you've been somewhere else, I think it's easier to adapt to a new club. But that first time it happens, it's hard. But Lars has been tremendous. His personality fits our team very well in the locker room. It does on the ice. Contributes in every facet of the game. His size and ability to move pucks, tenacity around the net are all attributes that we needed.
Coach, any lineup changes over the game against Boston?
We'll look at a few, yeah.
How's Davidson feeling?
Davey won't be ready to go today. Yeah.
Patrick Maroon, what got into him? Like, he's played on good teams before, he's had good line mates before, but since he came to Edmonton, he's really sort of found another level.
I think confidence, and again, the change sometimes jolts individuals to the point where you realize that you sometimes run out of opportunities. Patrick's been tremendous since he's been here. He's done everything we've asked of him, on the ice, off the ice. His confidence seems to be going up every day. He feels good about his game. We feel good about his game. And as a result, he's finding a way on the score sheet and contributing to wins.
Thanks, Todd.